कॉर्पोरेशन सीझन 3 गोवा कॅज्यू फेस्ट सीझन 3 2025 आयोजित करता 25, 26, 27 एप्रिल आणि तुमकां सगळ्यांक आमंत्रण आसा. प्लीज बी देर एट DB ग्राउंड्स एट 4:30 PM. आमचे फेस्टिवल सुरू जाता आणि एक खूप अभिमानाची गोष्ट की आमचे गोवा फॉरेस्ट कॉर्पोरेशन हे सीझन 3 फायनली आयोजित करता आणि ह्या फावटी आमची टॅगलायन आसा एक्सप्लोर, एम्पावर आणि एनरिच. आमकां सगळ्यांक खबर आसा आमी सगळीं हांगा गोंयकार आणि काजू म्हणटा ते कितें वी ऑल नो वॉट इज द इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ कॅज्यू टू ईच अँड एवरी गोवन. सो हें जे आमी पळय कॅज्यू फेस्टिवल आयोजीत करपाचें जे आमी ठरयलें, सो एक विजन आशिल्लें की आमचे गोंयचो काजू ताका एक मातशें म्हत्व मेळचें म्हणून. अशें दिशिल्लें की वेन आय टूक ओवर एज चेअरपर्सन ऑफ गोवा फॉरेस्ट कॉर्पोरेशन, एक्चुअली आमचें कॉर्पोरेशन वॉज नोन एज अ कॅज्यू कॉर्पोरेशन कित्याक वी ओन 6,500 हेक्टर्स ऑफ कॅज्यू प्लांटेशन्स इन गोवा. म्हणल्यार इट कंप्रायझेस ऑफ यू कॅन से 12.5% ऑफ द कॅज्यू क्रॉप. फुल तर प्रोडक्शन आमी तर गोंय राज्यान पळयलें 56,000 हेक्टर्स ऑफ कॅज्यू हेक्टर्स काजू प्लांटेशन सध्या आसा गोंय राज्यात, विच इज मोर लायक एग्रीकल्चर डिपार्टमेंट एंड ऑल. तातूंतले 12.5% बिलोंग्स टू अस. सो वी आर कायंड ऑफ लायक मेजर म्हणटा तशें आमचे हॉर्टिकल्चरल क्रॉप हो. सो जेन्ना वेन आय टूक ओवर आमी वी वर थिंकींग की ह्या काजूचे हांगा आमी पळयतात की वेगळे वेगळे फेस्टिवल्स जाताली गोंय राज्यान. बियर फेस्टिवल, कितें वायन फेस्टिवल आणि फूड फेस्टिवल. पण हे आमचे हंबल फ्रूट काजू विच आमी म्हणटा आमची लेगसी, आमची हेरिटेज. प्रत्येक गोंयकाराक वी आर व्हेरी प्राऊड ऑफ अवर कॅज्यू म्हणटा तशें. अशें ना की कोणाच्या घरा फाटल्यान तरी एक काजूचें झाड तरी आसतलेंच. आमी प्रत्येक तर गांवांनी तर पळयलें जाल्यार काजू आसतलोच. पण अशें दिसलें की ओवर द इयर्स दिस कॅज्यू कायंड ऑफ हॅड लॉस्ट इट्स आयडेंटिटी आणि गरज आशिल्ली की हे काजू तितलोच म्हत्व मेळपाक जाय. तेच कारण हे आयोजीत करपाक कॅज्यू फेस्टिवल म्हणटा आमी काजू महोत्सव. कित्याक आमी इट इज नॉट ओन्ली अबाउट लायक इट इज नॉट ओन्ली आवर विजन अबाउट द कॅज्यू ऑर टेकिंग कॅज्यू. इट इज नॉट ओन्ली की कॅज्यूचे कितें म्हणजे इट इज वेदर इट इज अबाउट द फेणी ऑर वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग ओन्ली अबाउट द फेणी ऑर अबाउट द नट. It is actually, I would say, it is like a cashew story. I would call it a cashew story. म्हणजे from farm to the table story. It's a cashew story. It's a story I want to show through the eyes of the main stars of the cashew fruit. That is, I would call the farmers, the self-help groups, and the local artists. Artists म्हणल्यार कोण आमचे पळय जे भट्टीचेर काम करतात, जे फेणी करतात, उर्राक निरो करतात, हू हॅज दिस नॉलेज, दे आर द मेन स्टार्स ऑफ दिस. आमचे जे नट प्रोसेसर्स आसात, जे ड्रम रोस्टिंग करतात, ताका ते नट सेपरेट करतात, फ्रूट सेपरेट करतात, ताजो दॅट होल प्रोसेस जो दाखयता. दॅट इज द रिजन वी हॅव दिस द नट्स विच आर वी कॅन से वर्ल्ड फेमस. वी कॉल सगळे जे टुरिस्ट गोंय राज्यान येता पयलीं वता एक ड्रायफ्रूट स्टोरान वतात अँड फॉर देअर फ्रेंड्स अँड फॅमिली दे टेक बॅक वॉट दे टेक बॅक वी ऑल नो इज द कॅज्यू नट्स, द गोवन कॅज्यू नट्स. आमी जर खंय वता एनी पार्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड ऑर द कंट्री आमी व्हरतात आमचे गोवा कॅज्यू. बट वॉट वी केम टू नो इज आमचे production actually is quite less compared to the national average, which is say 750 is the national average. आमचे production गोय राज्यान is 430. आणि कॅज्यू स्टार्टेड बिकॉज आमची पळय जी लेगसी आसा आज आनी 10 वर्सांनी 15 आनी 50 वर्सांची न्ही. इट स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम द 16th century, केम विथ द पोर्चुगीज आणि तेन्नाच्यान ही लेगसी आसा. दॅट्स वाय वी कॉल इट आमची कॅज्यू लेगसी ऑर कॅज्यू हेरिटेज. सो हें तर आमी तर ग्लोबल स्टेजार पावोवपाक जाय, आमी ग्लोबल प्लॅटफॉर्म ताका तर मेळपाक जाय. आमकां कितलेशे विरोधी दे टॉक एंड दे आस्क अस you are spending taxpayers' money, you are spending money on this, having this Cashew festival. What is it? It is just music and dance and drink and but no, our festival is a festival with a difference because through this festival, if you speak to any stakeholder who is participating, and we have our seasoned stakeholders, last 3 years, without fail, the same stakeholders participate. Every year, this year, आमचे stalls increase केले. We have sold out within the first few days of whatever. We are still getting inquiries, but we don't want to increase the stalls and whatever because we just want to stick to what we are trying. आम्ही लोकांक दाखोवपाक सोदता की बाबा हे कॅज्यू फेस्टिवल आम्ही करता कित्या खातीर. जी आमचे पळय जे फार्मर आसा जे ते टॉयल इन द फील्ड्स जे ते काम करतात ते तांकां ती लागवड ते करतात, लागवड सारखी लागना, तांकां मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्रायस तितलो मेळना, प्रोडक्शन कित्याक कमी जाला ओवर द इयर्स. आमचे पळय कॅज्यू आमचो पळय एक्चुअल कॅज्यू गोवन कॅज्यू आसा ताजो तर टेस्ट इफ यू सी इट इज वे डिफरंट फ्रॉम वॉट यू गेट इन कर्नाटका, ओरिसा, महाराष्ट्र, केरला. ऑल दीज स्टेट्स हॅव ह्यूज प्रोडक्शन ऑफ कॅज्यू, बट आमचे गोंय राज्याचे प्रोडक्शन इज कमी जाला. कित्याक कमी जाला? बिकॉज एग्रीकल्चरल प्रॅक्टिसीस कमी जाल्या, फार्मर टेक्निक्स have gone down. तांकां farmers don't know how to look after their production. आमचे जे farmers आसा they need means we need to incentivize, like the agriculture department needs to give them training, proper training की बाबा ही तुझी लागवड कशी करची, how do you have to look after your plantations. मातशे वीड लागले आता because चडशे काजू आसा ते सगळे जंगल शे जाला. So how do you reduce it? Because how do we increase our production? Through GFDC, आमचे जे 6,500 plantations आसा. That was also neglected for quite a few years, but last 4 years now, when amche MD, he was the GM of the corporation. He started in 2000, I think 21. He started rejuvenating some plantations, 70 hectares I think he started. I took over in 22. Then again we rejuvenated because we said that we have to look after our plantations. If we want to be a role model and tell the other farmers or the other industry, we have to start our corporation, if it's called a Cashew corporation, how do we change this? So we started with rejuvenating. So the last now 3 years, आम्ही rejuvenate केल्या 450 hectares. This year we are rejuvenating 280 more hectares. In the next 2 years, I think we are going to we're going to take up another 1,500 hectares of rejuvenation of plantation. If we see आता थोडे आमचे तालुका आसा, से सालसेत तालुका, तिसवाडी, बार्देस, बाकीचे ते तालुका मॅक्सिमम आमचे प्रोडक्शन जाता काणकोण, केपे, पेडणे, सत्तरी, बट पोंडा. But it 2-3 taluka asa where production is not much. So we can still try from our side, whether it's agriculture department. They've also written to the union ministry through the horticulture corporation ki baba ye sagle je schemes asa te amche farmera parent paoche. Since like I've been after the ministry, amche agriculture ministry, and last 3 years when I took over, minimum support price to the farmers was 120 आणि आज farmersक 170 मेळटा. आमचे 70 तरी I can say that 3,500 farmers got 2,500 farmers got 3.5 crores of rupees minimum support price hali. So this information was given to me by my zonal agriculture officer. So हांव मागता की प्रत्येक जो zonal agriculture officer आसा प्रत्येक तालुकाचो ताणे तर ते एफर्ट्स घेतले आणि पळयले की बाबा जो मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्राइस जो गव्हर्नमेंट हॅज अश्युअर्ड टू द फार्मर्स ते फार्मरा पर्यंत कशें पावतले. कितलेशे तुमी द प्रेस कीप्स ऑन आस्किंग की हे जो मिनिमम सपोर्ट आसा तांकां टायमली पावना आमच्या फार्मराक, हो कसो पावोवपाचे. सो इधर जे फार्मर्स सोसायटी आसा, द एग्रीकल्चर डिपार्टमेंट, द गव्हर्नमेंट takes them into confidence की you give responsibility to the zonal officer की you take responsibility for the farmers and you see that every taluka तुगेले जितले farmers registered असा शेतकरी तांकां ते ती निधी पावोवपाक जाय. आमी आमच्या through our GFDC corporation we employ over 300 self-help groups, 300 farmers आणि तांकां जे कितें पयशे पावोवपाचे आसा minimum support price we pay them our minimum support price. They are not part of the agriculture department, but GFDC is paying them their minimum support price. So that we have taken the responsibility to look after them and give them their minimum support price. So आता agriculture department has started this initiative आणि हे price वाडयला. So this is like a big jump for us म्हणटा तशें की like a positive way that this movement has been created, that it is just not like a celebration म्हणटा तशें about music and हे, but it is caused like a Cashew GI फेणी, आमची फेणी has finally got the GI tag, which was not there. And first time it's a very proud moment that amcho Kasgar Bhakta, he is exporting his feni and he's the only distiller right now in Goa who has just got his GI tag officially, and he's exporting it and his bottle will be GI tagged. So today feni is priced from like 200 to 500 rupees to 3,500 rupees, which we never saw. So over the last 3-4 years, आमी पयला की फेणी is being exported to many different countries. People are talking about ना जाल्यार गोंया फक्त नीरो आनी हुराकच जाण आसले. फेणी it was looked down upon as a poor man's drink, but आता फेणी is different forms of फेणी you get. So and we can call it like we can call फेणी as our national. So this is helping our distillers. Our distillers who are our stakeholders are very happy that the festival has given them first time a platform. And एकमेव festival अशे की we don't allow any other liquor to be served because this is Cashew centric. We want to take Cashew to the national and the global level म्हणटा तशें. आमचो जो Cashew आसा humble fruit म्हणटा nut, world famous nut Cashew nut. पण ते ताका पळय जो एक दर्जा मेळपाक जाय, आय स्टील फील इट हॅज नॉट गॉट. सो वी हॅव टू टेक इट टू द ग्लोबल लेवल अँड दिस फेस्टिवल जे इट हॅज क्रिएटेड अ वाइब आणि पीपल आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इट. Hopefully now we will take it to the national level soon by next year maybe, and slowly maybe to the international level too. And our Cashew nut asuni ki amchi feni asuni should reach every nook and corner of the world. Whether you see Scotch or you see tequila, vodka and whatever, it is jagbar saglyak meita. But feni is not easily available. When you take it to the global level, automatically तुझो फेणी डिस्टिलर आसा पळय ताका बेनिफिट जातलो. तो बेनिफिट जाता म्हणसर हू सप्लायज इन द फ्रूट? इट इज द फार्मर एंड द सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप. सो दे इनडायरेक्टली गेट बेनिफिटेड विथ इट. प्रायस वाडटलो, तांकां जे मुट्टे जे सप्लाय जाता ते मुट्टे आमचे त्याला फार्मर कितें करता, नट काडटा, मुट्ट्याक तांकां प्रायस मेळना म्हणून तशेंच सोडटात. लोकल just at local level they use and they don't care. But tomorrow a distiller gets a good price internationally, तो तितलो एक्स्ट्रा पेमेंट करतलो आमच्या फार्मराक आनी सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुपांक आणि they will benefit. So this is one fruit where there is zero wastage. Fruity use जाता, ताजो नटी यूज जाता, आणि ताजे पळय जे शेल्स आसा, शेल्स आर ऑल्सो यूज्ड ऑफ द नट टू आमचे पळय बोट्स बी आसा ताका वार्निश करतात, प्रेझर्वेटिव्स म्हणून यूज करतात. इन आयुर्वेदा doctors are using the shells and all and the fruit, even the fruit mutte, for Ayurvedic treatment. They are using it. So there is not a part of this fruit which is like gone to waste म्हणटा तशें. So yeah, this is the motive behind the festival, where we want to showcase the humble Cashew fruit, our legacy, our heritage to India and to the global stage. And this is the reason we have this festival. And when we say explore, means you come and explore our heritage म्हणटा आमी, legacy. you empower आमचे farmer, आमचे distiller, आमचे nut processor, आमचे self-help group. That's why we say empower. And enrich means you come and get an enriching experience. So experience that you get. So प्रत्येक फावटी we are showing आमची एक बाटी असता, एक drum roasting जाता. ह्या फावटी आणि एक फेनी, Clement of Aniek Feni, he has taken the initiative. He's put us like a full experience center, which he's taken out on his own. Means he said, I will support you all, and he's doing it on his own. So entire experience center, there will be एक भाटी असतली, कशी फेणी करतात, कसो उराक करतात ते दाखयतले. थंय स्टॉम्पिंग जातले. फर्स्ट टाइम यू विल सी स्टॉम्पिंग हॅपनिंग ऑफ द काजू. काजू पळय मळटात आमचे पळय आमी गांवांनी पळयतात. सो एक थंय सो पीपल, फ्रेंड्स, लायक एवरीबडी कॅन कम टुगेदर. सो एट वन टाइम 4-5 friends can actually come and do the proper cashew stomping and experience cashew कशे मळटात ते. मागीर besides that there is going to be drum roasting. जे गांवांनी काजू पळय रोस्ट करून मेळटात तसले काजू आसतले. There will be a nut extractor which is just recently innovation. This is a new innovation, and that too this innovation started from 70. So पोरूय दाखयल्लो that nut extractor जातलो, where you put that thing and the nut gets separated, the fruit gets separated, and tuzo juice येता. So all this experience is there for the tourists to come and experience it. At the same time, Mr. Macwas is having a gazebo there, curated by Samira Seth, and it's called a Leblanc market. And we are having various artists. One artist is called, I think, M. Narayan, who's going to like do caricatures and is going to paint like cashew history. Another artist is Chari, who is, I think, a caricature, so he's going to be there. And this entire gazebo there, which is sponsored by Mr. Macwas, is going to tell the entire story of the cashew. And I think entire proceeds of this is going to, he's very close to the armed forces, so the proceeds are going to go to the armed forces. So Samira Seth is the curator. She's going to curate this thing. So it is going to be a very different kind of a thing. So where you are having a gazebo, we are having 3-4 artists showing the story of cashew, everything connected to cashew. There's going to be a saxophonist playing there, and there's going to be this experience center where Mr. Aniek of Clement of Aniek Feni is doing the experience center. आमचे various more than 50 food and beverage stalls. Our menu is 50% cashew and 50% is general. And liquor is only cashew. So whether it is Miro, Hurrak or Feni, they do cocktails. You can use other mixtures to it, but the prime ingredient is only cashew. So the festival is only about cashew, whether it is the nut, whether it's the fruit. And before the festival, the morning session is going to have our technical sessions. Last 2 seasons we have had it. This year also we are having it. We are having more panelists this time discussing about the agricultural practices, how to maintain the plantations, about Ayurveda. Dr. Sneha Bhagwat does how you use the cashew fruit for Ayurvedic purposes. Then we are having our forest people talking about the way we are growing our plantations. आमचे जे plantations are, I think, only plantations in Goa where actually you can say is the actual Goan variety of cashew, which we do our own seedling variety. So we do our own grafting, we do our own seed germination, and what we are planting in our plantations are the authentic Goan variety which you used to get. You have a lot of Vengula variety which is available in Goa, what you see in the plantations. But GFDC has only the Goan variety and no other variety. And all our plantations, आम्ही जे rejuvenate करतात, we are using only our variety, seedling variety. This year we have, I think, grown over 80,000 amche seedlings, and we are going to use, I mean, we sell them also. We have a lot of people inquiring. We are going to sell it, but over 60,000 we are going to use to rejuvenate our own plantations. Because if we are way below the national average, we have to see, Baba, आमची average कशी वाडोवपाची. आमकां तर कॅज्यू एक्चुअल गोवन कॅज्यू तर जगभर पावोवपाक जाय. आमचे जे नट प्रोसेसर्स आसा, we see that nuts are being exported, whether first it was from Vietnam or from Ghana, from other states, because तांकां गोंयचो काजू कमी पडटा. So if they are going to sell their cashew, they need, that is their business. So आमकां तर स्वता तर आमचे गोवन कॅज्यू व्हरायटी तर वाडोवपाक जाय. The only way is we improve our plantations, we increase our growth, rejuvenate and improve our production. That is the only way. So what we were seeing is, we came to know that coastal belt is having lot of spurious cashew, where last 3 years when we started this season, cashew season, we wrote to FDA. So last 2 seasons, 2 years now, FDA has been kind of attacking the entire North Goa coastal belt, and they have been visiting lot of cashew stalls over there, and they have found lot of mixed cashew, and is very means actually वयल्यान धवे काजू घालतात, actually तर packet open केले भितर सगळे कुशिल्ले cashew. So it was like a very shameful thing that in the name of brand Goa, cashews were being sold like that. So lakhs of rupees of cashew FDA has kind of confiscated, and they have closed down many outlets. So they have come very strict about it. Yeah, there are a few other. Yeah. So this was one of the things that we have achieved with this festival season 3. But we have managed that there is strict, people are taking strict action. Means ते पासून आता भितले की बाबा आता आम्ही मिक्स करून काजू विकपाचे. They are going to be more scared now to sell the cashew in that way. आमकां तर ऑथेंटीक कॅज्यू तर आमचे गोंय राज्याचे तर कॅज्यू जगभर पावोवपाक जाय जाल्यार आय थिंक वी हॅव टू चेंज सर्टन पॉलिसी डिसिजन्स. आवर गव्हर्नमेंट हॅज टू मेक पॉलिसी डिसिजन्स की आमचे जे नट प्रोसेसर आसा, वाय आर दे पुटिंग युनिट्स आउटसाइड गोवा? Because they are putting, Maharashtra is giving them incentives, so they are putting units outside Goa. So our government, Mananiya Mukhyamantri Ankadeen ulayla, and they are making efforts to change it, to attract the nut processors back into our state. So none of the processors go outside Goa to do the processing units. So once the processing units come into Goa, we will definitely, it will benefit. It's all about demand and the supply. We increase our supply. Demand तर आसाच, but supply कमी आसा म्हणून this is the whole issue. We change policy decisions, and government is at it, like how we have improved the minimum support price. So I'm sure the nut processors, what they have asked for, that is also going to happen. Fedi has already got GI tagged by the state. The nut, the cashew nut, is in the process of getting GI tagged. म्हाका दिसता आनी 1-2 म्हयन्यांनी the nut will also get GI tagged. So nobody tomorrow will be able to sell cashews as GI tag, because you will have to go through that process. एक panel astale, there will be a committee who will actually monitor baba what nut is actually Goan kai kireto. So that process is going on. That is also one of our efforts to get the nut also GI tag, because cashew nut जो गोयचो आसा मोठो एक वेगळोच फ्लेवर आसता, साइज वेगळी आसता आणि नटाची साइज वेगळी आसता. सो दिस इज ऑल दिस एंटायर प्रोसेस. आणि एक म्हणटा ते दिस टाइम आय थिंक दिस इज ऑल्सो वन मोर अचीवमेंट फॉर अस, that we got inquiry from Bombay, one of a big food chain, like a patisserie, like a pastry shop from Bombay. They approached us saying that we want to come to Goa and participate in your cashew festival. So first time we are having a stakeholder from Mumbai. So it's called a Food Paradise. It is a chain of it's a patisserie. They have shops in Bombay and they have a franchisee in Gujarat. So they said we want to tap the Goa market and we have heard about your Cashew festival, and we want to come to Goa and we want to put up a stall. So it is just all their desserts are going to be just Cashew based. They are very high-end kind of desserts, Cashew based, and they are coming to Goa and putting up a stall first time at the festival. So that is like a big achievement for us ki गोयचे भायले कोण तरी येता आणि is investing and coming to Goa and putting up a stall. At the same time, first time we are having a bartender coming all the way from Thailand. So he was supposed to come in June, but to do a trail, Feni trail, distillery trail. Just now, few days back, we had a Japanese bartender coming who had come to Goa, and he had done this whole trail of the distillery in Goa. But now it was too short; he couldn't stay for long. So we have invited the Japanese the association bartenders for next year's Cashew festival, and they have accepted, and I'm sure they will be coming next time, and we will take it to other more maybe Southeast Asian countries too. But now it is like a proud moment that the bartender who was supposed to come in June, he preponed because he came to know ki Baba Goy Rajan a festival ata jata, and he was told about it, and he's coming for the festival specially. He's taking part in the technical session. He's going to speak with Mr. Hansel Vaz in his panel, that is Kazulo Feni Distillers, Vaz Enterprises. He's going to speak on Cashew, the distillation process, or the various aspects of how to market this product to the world and how to take it to the next level. So we are having a bartender from Thailand this time. I won't talk about our two new initiatives, but as you know, Goa Cashew Festival Amche is part of a GFDC. Since inception, since our vision last 2 years, this is season 3. GFDC has grown beyond Cashew Manta Tashe. We have ventured out into ecotourism. We are the nodal agency for the Forest Corporation, and we have started Sylvan. Our ecotourism brand is called Sylvan brand, and we have started Bondla Eco Cottages in Bondla, where we have renovated 12 cottages. We have started a den restaurant there. We do bird trails, so it is like a package. People can come, and we are trying to show Goa beyond the beaches. आम्ही जेन्ना म्हणतात गोय राज्यान तुम्ही येतात, Goa is not only about just the sun, sand or the beach. There is so much more to Goa than just the sun and the beaches. गोय राज्यान येता आणि लोक म्हणता, oh, this is also there in Goa, that is also there in Goa. Oh, देवळांय आसा गोंया. नाल्यार लोकांक दिसता बाबा गोय राज्यान फक्त बीच आसा, हे आसा, एक चार चर्ची आसा. No, but there is so much more to it. And more than that, there is something called as very big and rich fruit called the Cashew fruit, which is one fruit where it has helped like thousands of farmers, thousands of self-help groups, hundreds of distillers, hundreds of nut processors, and I'm so happy ki आता the younger generation is coming into Cashew production. जे आमचे new भुरगीं भायर शिकून आयिल्लीं, they are venturing, they are taking interest in the Feni distillation process, in the Feni distillery. They are coming into this business. They have seen that there is a market to it. Market is improving. Feni is reaching national, and there is a chance to reach the global level. So I'm very happy that new entrepreneurs are budding entrepreneurs are coming up. Atal Incubation Center, they have also tied up with us last 3 seasons, where startups, like, because Cashew is not only nut, or it is not only the Feni, there is value-added products of Cashew. म्हणजे ताका value Cashew milk zata, Cashew butter zata. There's Cashew being used in cosmetics. So the startups are coming up to have to start these things. So पण ताका तितले अजून startups have not come up in Goa. So it's more the nut industry, more the Feni industry that is coming up. but this is like our efforts. So our Sylvan brand that we have started, like ecotourism brand, we have started in Bondla, our cottages. We have a restaurant. We do the bird trays. It's like a package. People can come and enjoy the forest Vantatashe. Don't, if you're coming 2 days to the forest or to the beach, I request people just come 1 day, stay in the forest, see what we are providing, how we are maintaining the civic sense, how we are keeping our forests clean. You won't see even one paper or one plastic in our areas. Where GFDC is maintaining the sites, we are taking care. Dudhsagar, Dudhsagar is famous, all tourists come, but we have started toilet facilities, changing room facilities. We are maintaining the entire stretch of Dudhsagar